Hey guys, welcome and happy National Ice Cream Day to those who celebrate. I personally did not celebrate. What I did today instead was I actually played D&D for the first time ever. That was really, really fun. We did a one-shot campaign this morning with my friends, had some brunch. I was a half elf, half fae, and I was a rogue, and my shtick was I was a kleptomaniac, so I tried to steal everything in the campaign. Loved it. Very, very fun. Hopefully you guys are having a great Sunday evening, or maybe a Saturday morning, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and get back into our game. So, those of you who were not here last time or just need a little refresher, we are in the middle of playing Myst 3. In Myst 3 so far, Saavedro has come to try and bring. He's trying to take revenge on Atris, basically, because Atris's sons. Don't save. Atris's sons basically destroyed his home planet. They were not very great about that. And, yeah, so he decided to take revenge on Atris and set up this elaborate trap for him where he's going to make Atris retake some of his own lessons. We are in this this age that Atris built to teach his sons lessons, but Saavedro's kind of taken over it, made changes, left messages for Atris, and tried to lure him here. But lo and behold, Atris did not come here. We fell into the trap instead, and so we are trying to get our way out of here. And yeah, this looks like Floop's castle. I see it. It really does. I think we just need thumb people walking around and that'll complete it. But yeah, this age has 3 connecting ages. There's 3 books here leading to different ages that you need to go and get a little symbol from. We've already done that from one age, from, oh gosh, I keep forgetting its name. The most beautiful one. If you've played this before, you know what I'm talking about. Loved it. And now we just need to go ahead and find the other ages to get to, which I'm a little nervous about. The other ages are inside of these tusks. There's giant tusks on the island, and that's where the books are. And I figured out how to get into one of them, but I haven't figured out how to get into the others. And so that's what we're going to be doing first today. I know one of the puzzles has to do with the little colored light posts scattered around the island. And I thought we had already finished solving that, but something is off because the door that it leads to is not quite completely open yet. I'll show you that in a second. But the theme of this place, since Saavedro has come here and ruined everything on purpose to set a trap for Atris, the theme is every puzzle has one piece of it that is broken, and so the easiest way to solve the puzzle is not something that we can do. And so that's a blessing and a curse, because based on what is broken, that can tell us how you normally solve it, and then sometimes that gives us clues on how the puzzle works itself and what we can do to finish it. And so somehow this broken post is going to tell us how to solve this puzzle, I think. But anyways, these lights, they start all the way over here on the beach. There's this little contraption over here that's shooting light beams onto this little doohickey here, which is shooting light over here, which shoots lights over here, and so on and so on. And then all the way around until we get to this tusk here, and I'll show you that in a sec. See, this light is shooting out onto the door, and the door is not totally open. I assume that this is a little handle here, and once it's totally open, we can twist it and go inside. But as you can see, not working yet. And so I need to figure out what's going on It looks like we somehow need to get all the colors of the rainbow onto here, maybe? And right now, mostly it's just green that's coming through. Maybe that's our problem? I'm not totally sure. Hi, I missed the start of the game. Can you give me a premise of Myst 3? Absolutely, yeah. Okay. Just 1 second. Let me allow your last comment. I just need to turn on auto mod. I keep saying that and never doing it. But it keeps filtering out comments that I don't want to filter out. Anyways, quick recap of Myst 3. We have found Atris again, and Catherine. They have a new baby, by the way. They are trying to create a new home for themselves and for the people of Denis, where they came from. And so they're in the middle of working on that. But while that's happening, this really crazy old guy named Saavedro has been stewing over all of the wrongs that the blue brother and the red brother did to him and his homeworld. They basically destroyed his homeworld. And so he's really mad at Atris for that because he's their dad and he should have taught them better. So anyways, he has been trying to plot a plan against Atris to take revenge on him, and that involves luring Atris onto this age that we're on right now, which is like a little training puzzle teaching age that he built, that Atris built for his sons, but now Saavedro has altered. And the only problem is, instead of luring Atris into here, he lured us here. So we're here trying to solve these puzzles and trying to figure out if we still like Atris or not, because he did do a sucky job of raising his sons, and his sons kind of destroyed this guy's homeworld. So, I don't know. Anyways, that's the recap. So this only turned on because I think this post way across the way over here, I think we got light there and pointed it here, and that's why it's on. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm not sure what we need to do differently. You know what if I start writing down all the colors that we've got, so I can make a guess on what color we don't have, because that might help us. This is the broken post. It has some sort of color that was supposed to be there. Don't know what it was. So, anyways, one that's not broken that we have light going through is yellow. And after we do this, I think I will start rereading Saavedro's journals to see if I can find the clues that I need. But blue is another one that we do have. We also have red. Except I kind of want to put these in order. Red is the last one that we got. We need to... I'm gonna kind of run around here. Because blue doesn't shine directly towards red. It shines all the way, excuse me, across the chasm to one that's over here, if I remember correctly. And then that post goes to a post that's on the other side of this rock, to another one on the other side of this rock, to this one, to red. And then it goes to the door. So I bet the order matters, at least somewhat. Okay, and the yellow one happens after this one. Let's get to that one first. Love the mysteries. This is the last one I really played all the way through. Have you ever read the trilogy of Myst books? I haven't yet. But actually I need to start a poll because I was planning on reading that on stream possibly, if people wanted to watch it. So give me a minute and let me actually pull that poll up right now. But yeah, I've heard a lot about them. People keep mentioning them, and they sound very fun. It sounds like you get a lot of good background lore. Have you read them? All right, here's the poll, and I'll keep this on for the majority of the stream. But if I were to go buy the Myst reader books and read them on stream, would you guys watch? And your answers are no, or you would probably fall asleep because it'd be boring, or you would probably fall asleep because it'd be soothing, or yes, you would watch them. And feel free to be totally honest. I'm not going to be offended. I just want to know what you guys are thinking. They'll give you a lot of info on Atris for sure. Okay. I do want more info on Atris. Okay, yeah. So after the blue light pole, it comes to the green one, so that one's next. Yep, back in high school, first two were great. Third was good, but less so. Highly recommended. Okay. I know that I definitely want to read them. That's for sure. Whether or not I read them on stream is the only question. Okay, red is after green. And I'm guessing you've played all the Myst games as well? Okay, so this door is one that I haven't really looked into the process of getting to. But it looks like there's not really a good way to get there right now. We need to find out how to maybe like make a bridge or float up there. Maybe it has something to do with this weird plant. I remember looking at this plant and did weird things with sound. Let's see if I can remember anything else about it. Yeah, we can reposition the plant. And based on where it's pointing, it'll make sounds or not sounds. I don't know if it's like receiving sounds from the canyon, like air is being sent there and it's making a vibration, or if it's like creating sound, or I imagine it's receiving vibrations from the canyon, but like when you point it right there, that's when it gets loudest. I wonder if I can point it. No, it doesn't let me point it at the door. The door is all the way over here to the other end of the screen, and it won't let me turn that far. But more to do there, that's for sure. I wonder if these little red bulbs are going to be important somehow. With this light source. Maybe this is just a light, but it does look different than anything else I've noticed. I haven't noticed another light that looks quite like that. What is on the other side of the canyon? The spot where you picked up the sound with the plant? So what is over there? There's like a weird formation over there. We can go back and walk through it. I don't know if you can totally see, but there's like a little stairwell that goes through this like natural arch, and that's what the plant seems to be pointing at. Go back to the plant. See, when we point it right at that arch, that's when it makes the sound. Okay. And let's see. Maybe I need to walk across this stretch. What if using this plant, whoops, didn't want to go down. What if doing something specific with this plant made all of these little bulbs open, and then it created a little pathway for us to walk across and get to the door? I think that's my current theory. I think we have to open up these somehow, and it has to do with this plant. But I don't know what else we're supposed to do with this plant. I feel like I'm missing information. But anyways, we are looking at the light poles right now, so completely different puzzle. Okay, and after the red one, we have yellow again, it looks like. There's 2 yellow that we go through. So I thought the first one was also yellow. So far I've got yellow, blue, green, red, and yellow in my notes. And we can't walk around the other side of the tusk at all, can we? I don't think we can. Just as a reminder, those tusks, we want to get inside of all of them, because each one has a book that links to another age that'll give us a clue, and we take those clues to the middle of this building, and those clues add together to open up a new book, and then once we open up that new book, we can follow Saavedro and get out of here. We're basically trapped right now. Yeah, purple is next. This tusk, for example, we've already been in there. That took us to the really, really pretty age, whose name escapes me, so sorry. But we have finished that age. We got this little drawing from it after we did the full roller coaster ride and stuff. Now we just need to do the other ages. Hey, welcome Buzzy Juzzy. Are you finished with Amateria? Oh, that's the name of the age. Yes, we are finished with it. I keep forgetting the name of it for some reason. But yeah, we ran through the roller coaster ride. We got the little picture at the end. We are finished with it. Part of me wants to just go back there because it was fun. We don't need to go back, but part of me wants to just go and hang out there. I kind of want to live there. It was that pretty, but we do not need to go back there right now. He only played a little 4 and 5, played a little bit of Myst, Uru, but not enough to make a real judgment on them. Would watch it though. Good to know, because we will definitely be playing them. Oh. Oh good, I can watch for a bit then. Yes, I remember you were still working on that one, weren't you? Didn't want any spoilers? I totally understand. I do not like spoilers myself. So this age has a light and a sound puzzle so far. Maybe we'll have all 5 senses. Good point. So light and sound, what are the other senses? Taste, smell? I feel like those would be hard. Touch is the other one. I don't know. Maybe. This would be a pretty advanced video game if they involved taste and touch and smell. You haven't finished Amateria yet. Yep. Well, lucky you because it's beautiful. And it's fun to be there. IDK how taste would go, lol. Yeah, that would be hard. Have I tried licking the screen? No, I have not. But maybe this Samsung screen is just that advanced that it creates taste. Anyways, I don't know why I walked in here, but those of you who don't know, this egg has a little book inside of it. That's where Saavedro went. We need to follow him to get out of here. In order to open the egg, we need to put these different clues together on this little reading screen that I don't totally understand. But for example, in the one age that we did finish, Amateria, we got this picture and we put it on there. And then it got us closer. So I don't know what's gonna happen now that I put it on for a second time. Probably nothing. Yeah, probably nothing. But more will happen when we get the other pages. Anyways, we were following the lights. I keep getting sidetracked. We've got yellow, blue, green, red, yellow, and purple in my notes. Those are the lights that I have so far. Can't remember if there were any after that. Maybe purple is the one that points directly across. Wait a second. Does it go to another red? Are there two reds? Yeah, because that's the purple one we just wrote down, and after purple, it goes directly to red. And then red points across the chasm to the tusk that we're trying to open up. So far the pattern, let me say it again, just to help myself as much as you guys. It goes yellow, blue, green, red, yellow, purple, red, and then that's the end. So yellow happens twice, red happens twice, maybe blue is supposed to happen twice. I don't think we saw a single blue. We saw purple. Oh, we did see a single blue. Yellow, blue, green. Red, yellow, purple, red. So I don't know. The fact that they repeat means that the one that's broken could have been any color. Because it could have been another blue, or it could have been a color that we haven't seen at all yet. Like orange. I don't think we've seen a single orange. But not sure where it would point. If we, oh, wait a second, no. I'm gonna look at this beginning part a little bit. Actually, no, I'm gonna read through all the pages in Savage's diary, because I must have forgotten some, or not read some new ones that we got. Once you said it all out loud, I realized how dumb that is. It wasn't dumb, it was a good idea. 5 senses. It would be a fun puzzle. You usually lick the screen, maybe you're gaming wrong. Maybe. Maybe that's why your screens are dying. Alright, so we're gonna read through this again. Even the ones that I've already read, just because I know that there's so many that we've added, and putting them in the right order is gonna help us a little bit. So it says, focus, Savedro. You must not let the fog come and swallow you. There are long spells, I think, days, maybe months at a time, when I can't remember what I've done. The fog rolls so thick around me, even if I hold my hand in front of my eyes, I barely see it. I strain and strain and strain, but nothing sticks. I think his sons came to visit us twice on Narayan. Okay, so he's talking to himself. He is either going crazy and just seeing fog, and it's a metaphor for just like brain fog, or there's actual fog wherever he is right now. I have not noticed any fog here on the island, but it is an ocean, so I could imagine fog coming out, depending on the weather. Or maybe there's fog on one of the other islands. But he's trying to remember what Atris's sons did, and he thinks that they came to visit twice. Okay, he says, the first time Atris asked me to meet them, he told me they would come through the book. He says they will not understand how your words fit together, but they will use them to open the shield. Narayan, he says, is where their lessons come together. Narayan is the sum of what they must learn. So, okay, wait one sec. Okay. Come through the book, he says they will not understand how your words fit together, but they will use them to open the shield. Narayan, he says, is where their lessons come together. Narayan is the sum of what they must learn. Okay, so a couple things here that I think I'm putting together. First of all, Narayan is the sum of what they must learn, and it's where their lessons come together. That must be the age that Svedra is in now, the one that's inside that like little golden egg. And speaking of the little golden egg, that must be what he means when he talks about the shield. I remember somewhere else in his diary he talked about the material that the shield is made of, being completely unbreakable. So that's good to know. We can't just break in. We have to actually solve it the right way. Not that we were planning on not solving the right way, but we know that it's really, really strong. And he says, they will not understand how your words fit together, but they will use them to open the shield. The words open up the shield, and this little page here is helping us open up the shield. So this must be words written in the language of wherever Saavedro is from. That's what I'm guessing. So, yeah, a lot happened in that paragraph. That was fun. I remember Tamra was carving a spirit mask into the tree the day the boys arrive. She tugs my sleeve to get attention, points at a glide ship in the sky. I'm shocked by how young the boys appear. They look so much like their father, yet they are different somehow too. They're more impatient, and they are angry not to be treated like men. Okay. Interesting. He says, I take them to our home. I tell them I will teach them how to care for it. I say, together we will encourage the lattice tree to grow tall. They ask me why they have to work so hard. They tell me, no, Saavedro, that was later. That was after Atris took them away. Okay, so he's getting his memories mixed up. But at his home, we do know that there's a lattice tree that grows tall and that is helping the puzzle somehow. But also, they also did something with the tree the second time they came, I guess, after Atris took them away. Okay. So you know this because when you see them saying these things, they are older. Their faces have become angled and hard. They have grown up into men, and something dark is in their eyes. They tell you they've come back to fix Narayan. Okay. Don't think they're fixing it very well based on what Saavedro has said to us later, but... Okay, going on. It says Cirrus and Akanar. Oh, and by the way, we're still trying to figure out the number system here, because this is just a normal Y. This one doesn't have anything, and this one has a Y plus a little extra stick on the inside. So I think that's... I don't know, I think their number system just goes up by adding more sticks in specific ways. Maybe it's kind of like the tree. Maybe it's like the tree on Narayan, the lattice tree. As the lattice tree grows bigger, their number system gets bigger. Okay, but anyways, I'm just looking out for patterns inside of that. How to tell what number is what specifically, in case there are more missing pages. Anyway, Cirrus and Akanar, the walls run red with steam and strangling branches. I see their bloated faces laughing at everything. I remember how they lied. I remember what they did. So they did something to the tree, I know that. And that kind of destroyed their home planet. He says, they brought me here to die. I followed them. Okay. Almost like a tally, the stick number. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like a 1, 2, 3, 4 slash through for the 5, that kind of thing. Also, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 little lines that add up together before they do a whole new stick. So maybe it is just like a tally. And maybe... Wait. But that also doesn't make sense because what page is this? This one doesn't have a number. I don't know. I'm still a little bit confused about this. Like, why are there pages missing numbers in between numbers that are supposedly right next to each other? Like, this looks like it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. And this page looks like it should be number 3. So what's in between 3 and 4? Chapters or dates? Maybe. Maybe they're like each a single entry or chapter. Like, this is the beginning of the 3rd chapter, and this is still part of the 3rd chapter, and now this is the 4th chapter? I like that idea, actually. I like that a lot. Okay, but anyways, he's remembering Cirrus and Akanar destroying the branches and laughing. So not only are they destroying things, they're laughing about it. They're kind of shitty. Okay, going on. They brought me here to die. I followed them. The lattice roots were black from too much overgrowth. Puffer spores floated up in the hot steam and burst. No one was there to guide the spores to the branches. No one was waiting to perform the ritual weaves. The fighting had torn my people apart. They didn't care. They didn't care. They wanted Narayan to die. Okay. And so we've already read this, but I still want to talk about the tree and what it does. Like, it says they were black from too much overgrowth. So it looks like this tree depends on the people taking care of it somehow. And puffer spores floated up in the hot steam and burst. No one was there to guide the spores to the branches. So the spores need to go to the branches for some reason, because that's how the tree stays alive somehow. And the tree gets woven ritually as it grows. And when the people that were fighting, they weren't able to do that, and so the tree died. Yeah. Self-pollinating tree, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that could be it. Going on, it says, I have done it. I have used his swirling, linking book to follow him. I touched my palm to its glowing panel and felt the tingling begin. There was a sudden, sickening lurch inside my stomach, then I fell into the page. This has happened before. I know it. It happened the first time I came to this place when I followed his murdering sons from Narayan. It happened when I used his hidden books, and it happened when I finally opened the machine, right before the fog first ate my mind. Okay, lots going on there. He's going through the linking book. He's done it at least once before when he followed the sons. Narayan. The first time I came to this place. It sounds like he's writing this from the age that we are in, Jananan. And, yeah, he's been stuck on Jananan for a while, and he finally found a book that links back to wherever Atris is right now, which I don't remember what it was, but yeah, on YouTube, one of the commenters mentioned that that the place where Atris and Catherine are is actually Earth right now. Like, literally Earth, the one that we're on. This Earth exists in the universe that they live in. And it's in New Mexico, apparently. Which I don't know if you remember, but a long time ago when we were playing a Myst, somebody made a joke about New Mexico. And I'm sorry if I don't remember your name. But someone did make a joke about New Mexico, and then refused to explain it because it was a spoiler. But now I think we finally get it, because Atris actually does go to New Mexico. How fun is that? Yeah. Are they going to ruin Earth 2? When will they stop playing God? Maybe. Hopefully not. Yeah. They hate trees in this game? They do. Lots of cut down trees. Everywhere. Anyways, Savedro has finally gotten to Atris. Opened the machine. I don't know what he means by the machine. Opened the machine. And I don't know what he means by the fog. If it's metaphorical or literal. He was going on. The fog didn't find me this time. When I opened my eyes, I was alone in a room. I was standing in the home of my betrayers. I couldn't move. I was afraid. I thought they'd know that I had come and would be waiting for me, just like they had waited inside this very tusk. I was afraid they would tie me up again, that the poison snakes would strike. Tie him up and poison snakes. Were there poison snakes in Myst? I'm trying to remember the brothers' lairs, and I feel like there might have been a spot that poison snakes. I definitely remember the cage that, like, zapped people. That was freaky. But maybe we haven't been to their place that has poison snakes. That's, like, almost ringing a bell, but not quite. No. But since the silence wasn't broken, the whole house was still, and without really knowing what I did, I started to search. Every room, every floor, every cabinet. I found his journals, Atris's never-ending journals, which we are familiar with. We've read a lot of his words. I found the book that brought me back to this world, the lesson world he calls Jananan. That's where we are right now. This place. The lesson world that Atris built for his sons so they could, like, learn logic and how to create worlds and stuff. Anyways, going on. Oh, Tamra, my love, how long have I been trapped here? How much of my life has been eaten by the fog? The face I see in the lagoon isn't the one I remember ever wearing. It's so much older, so much more savage, but it is me, it is Savedro, and I remember what they did. How they led my people to death. Okay, he's lamenting things, and he's talking about Tamra, who we haven't met, but he's in love with her, I believe. And I believe she's the mural on the wall in his quarters. Going on, the memories fled over me too fast. They raced around inside my head, filling my soul with despair. And the more I think about how nothing can be done, how no one can be alive outside his shield, the faster the fog rushes in. I can lose myself in the fog. When it's thick enough, I can let it go and be safe. I can start to forget, but I must not forget. I must remember every lie they told my people, how they manipulated us all to get what they wanted. They told me they'd come to fix my world. He's kind of ranting right now. They asked me to arrange a meeting with the elders. The books they carried with them showed other worlds, beautiful places where people didn't have to work so hard to survive. They told my people that Atris had written these books, that he had written Orion, but that he'd made our world unstable. They said he wanted to make us slaves to the tree. They asked me, don't you remember, Saavedro? Our father wrote this world to teach us, to show his sons what an age shouldn't be. I don't know what to say. I don't know how it could be true, but why would they lie? Why would Atris have lied? The worlds they showed us in those books. The elders refuse to believe them. They say we cannot abandon the tree. For thousands of years we have tended the lattice roots. Without our traditions, we will die. So I remember in one of the little hologram recordings that Saavedro played for us, he mentioned something about the brothers like ruining their traditions, stopping them from taking care of the tree, and that's what ruined their world. So here the elders were right. They did need to take care of the lattice roots on the tree, because without those traditions they will die. But that does bring us to the question, did Atris really make them as an example of what a world shouldn't be? Did he make them to be slaves to the tree? Or did he just make a world that you have to do a little bit of work in to survive? I don't know. Well, obviously the red and blue brothers really manipulated them based off of those questions. Going on, I don't want us to die, I don't. But Cirrus and Achenar said, they said they would come back, Saavedro, just like Atris once said to you as well. He said he would come back, but then he didn't, and for that you will have to make him pay. And so I don't know if Atris intended on going back, or if he forgot. Maybe he intended, but the red and blue brother by then had trapped him and started doing all of their shenanigans. Or maybe he really was kind of shitty and just left them and forgot to go back. Going on, he says, I have returned several times now to Tamana. I am searching for some sign of his sons. I was certain they would run back to their father, but so much time has passed. So many years in which to forget about my people. Is that what happened, Atris? Safe in your beautiful new home, enjoying life with your dear wife and family? Did you become so busy envisioning new worlds? I forgot the ones you already created. We've already read this page. I must be very careful, must not let them know when I'm free, yada yada yada. I will read journals. I can figure out where his two sons are hiding, and when I found the sons again, when I've got the whole family together, I'll bring them down. Atris and his family will suffer the way I've suffered for years. So he's surprised that the red and blue brother haven't come back to see their father, to see Atris. Which we are also confused about. We still don't know where they are or what they're doing. Going on, this is chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we are interpreting the numbers correctly. Chapter 9. Cirrus and Achenar are not in Tamana. Every day I become more and more convinced. Atris' sons are not there. What happened, Atris? Did you grow tired of them the way you grew tired of an Orion? Did you abandon them the way you abandoned my people behind your shield? Does not matter. I can still take revenge against their father. Now I'm no longer stuck on Jananan. I can avenge all the dead people in my world. I've already reopened his other books. I began making changes in those worlds, using his own lessons against him. There is still much more work to be done, but eventually I will lure him into this tusk. I will find some way to make him follow me here from Tamana. Okay. Yeah, so that's what we were talking about at the beginning of the stream, is he's been altering these worlds to try it, and then was going to lure Atris into these worlds, so he would be trapped, and he would have to try and solve his own puzzles, but harder, basically. And he's got this diagram here. I don't know if we've seen the stuff in these diagrams yet. I guess this stuff right here, this looks like the little geological formations on Alteria. Why can I never remember the name of that H? Amateria. This looks like the little formations that are on Amateria. This one, I don't totally know, but I guess it kind of looks like Amateria still. Like, it looks like one of the doors that the giant glass balls would go through, and this looks like the little roof over it. Just, like, kind of abstract. This I really don't know what this is. Like, this spinning tusk, and then, like, a little horseshoe around it. Though the tusk does kind of look like it's built out of the same stuff as these structures that were on Amateria. I don't think we saw anything like this on Amateria, so I don't know what this is about still. Let's see, this, I think we've kind of figured out. This was on Amateria. This was about that one puzzle with the lever, like leverage and the counterweights. I don't know what he's talking about here. It feels like it's supposed to be part of the same diagram as this, but I don't remember seeing this stuff in that puzzle. So that's confusing. And then this, I can't remember if we've seen. I feel like we saw that at the end of Amateria. And I know we've already read this stuff, so I'll skip those words. This is a new chapter that we definitely haven't read yet. This one we have read. That looks familiar. And then that's the end. Okay. Let's see. Let's read this one that we haven't read yet. It says, my attempts to produce a carnivorous hybrid have had limited success. I thought I was making greater progress, but the life that grows in the forest isn't like the plants on Orion. It's much more tenacious, less susceptible to grafts, and perhaps if I try mixing in species from the swamp. So he's trying to make a carnivorous plant, which is fun. Love those. I've tried many times to keep a Venus flytrap alive, not successfully. I need to make like a little I feel like they always dry out so fast. I need to make more of a terrarium for it. And I've always been told that you're not supposed to give it like tap water because, or at least where I live, the tap water is very hard. There's lots of minerals in there that they're not used to, and that kills them. And so I always struggle to kid enough, like to buy enough bottled water to give them, so they dry out that way too. Anyways, big fan of carnivorous plants. Haven't kept one alive very long. Venus flytraps are so hard to keep. They really are. I've heard of one person having a really good success. One of my friends growing up, he had like a sister who had one, and it was actually in a fish tank. They had a whole fish tank for it. And I think that's why it did so well, because that fish tank was sitting in the window, so it got a lot of like humidity. The sun would heat up all the water in there and make it really steamy inside of that fish tank. And I think that's why it did really well. And so that's why I kind of want to make a little terrarium for one someday. Anyways, this doesn't help us with the light pole puzzle though. We've already read this page. I've already said that, I think. This definitely doesn't help us with the light pole puzzle. This is all about the elevator puzzle that we've already done. And this chapter is just the conclusion saying his trap is ready, basically. So, still don't know how to work the light pole puzzle. But if this one is really... Let's see. We need to look at the broken one to figure out how you were supposed to solve it originally. And from there we can figure out an alternate way to get around the broken one. So this one... I like that this little hill is right here in front of it, because that means that all the ones behind this hill... Oh. That was a really dramatic vocal background music thing. That was fun. Anyways, this little hill tells us that all the little light poles that are back behind it are not supposed to be connected to this one. Like the light from this is not going over there. The light from there is not going over here, because it can't. There's a giant rock in the way. So that helps us a little bit, I think. This one could go directly to the tusk, it looks like. That's the little light source in front of the tusk. And if light had gotten here, it could go all the way over there and probably work. If light had come from here, light could come from here, or it could go to here from the broken one. Same with this. It could go to here or from here. So I bet the order of the colors matters. Maybe we need to go like around the little color wheel. So this little color wheel is just like colors of the rainbow, basically. And if we started with yellow, and then we went to We started with yellow. Oh, I didn't realize these were buttons. Maybe that's what I need to do. Let me just do them in the order that I've done them. So yellow followed by blue, then green, then red, then yellow again, then purple, and then red. Oh, there you go. I was really reading into that puzzle way too much. I guess I just needed to click some buttons and then we were done. But yay. I'm excited to get to this age. I wonder what it's gonna be. Oh, and we already know the code for this. This was back in the little center chamber of this island. We had that. Or point them all at the tusk. Is that possible? That would be hard, but I'm glad we didn't have to do that. Button mash for the win. Love button mashing. Tells you so much. Okay, so this puzzle... What? I already forgot what animal is in here. This is the... I can't tell from out here. Let's go back outside. I guess not animal. I don't know what symbol this tusk is. Okay, it's that little swoopy thing. Based on the notes that I took a while, that little swoopy thing, we need to put the little dots in those general locations. So the center one we need to put at around 4 o'clock. Is that, wait, 3, 4 is about there. And then after that, 6.5, so 6 and a little bit. Then 7 o'clock is what I said for the next one, so about there. And then the last one is right at 9 o'clock even. It's right about there. And if I click it, nothing seems to happen. Maybe I need to make them line up better with these lights? Nope. That's not it. Interesting. Let's try that one more time. 4 o'clock is about here. 6.5 is about here. 7 is about here. 9 is about here. Maybe I need to go double check my drawings. I'm pretty sure that's all I'm supposed to do with this puzzle, is just put those points in the right spot, hit the center button, and then be done. But I am missing something. Here we go, back to the main area. Oops, not there. I guess I should be looking for more pages, shouldn't I? While I'm walking around. It's interesting that this game has pages lying around in the middle of nowhere where they could be rained on. And the original Myst also had pages lying around in the middle of nowhere where they could be rained on. But Riven did not have any single page lying around anywhere. At least not that I could tell. I guess there was one in Gen's lab or his office. But that was like on a table. You don't pick it up. It was just like part of his notes, part of his notebook. It wasn't like a scavenger hunt kind of thing. It was really easy to see. This is way more similar to Myst than Riven. Okay, I think I see that so far. I definitely see that so far. Okay. But anyways, do I just have the order? Oh, I think I have the order wrong. Because this is the symbol that we're trying to do. The center one is about at 4 o'clock. And then once we go to the next one, that is about at 6.5. I don't think this is the next one out. The next one out is this one. So 9 and then 7. I just needed to switch the 9 and the 7. So let's go try that. in format and stuff. Okay. Yeah, Riven was different because you had like an actual task. You had an actual objective in it. Whereas Myst, you didn't have that much of an objective. You were just on this island trying to figure out what's going on. And this one, I guess, is more similar to that, just because you're really just trying to figure out what's going on with Saavedro. Like, I don't have a solid plan on trapping him like we did in Riven. We're not trying to trap him like we trapped Gen. We're gonna have a plan to try and free somebody. We don't know if anybody who's really trapped besides ourselves. We're not trying to like sneak a linking book to anybody. We're just kind of living. We're just kind of doing our thing. Oh, I have to do the code again. Yellow, blue, green, red, yellow, purple, red. There we go. Okay. Trying this one more time, about 4 o'clock. Followed by 6.5. Followed by 9, not 7. And then 7, not 9. There we go. I'm excited to see this new island. This new age, Voltaic. Does that mean it's gonna be kind of electric? It's another ocean world. Okay. Whole new island. So far, all of these places have been in the ocean. Janainen's been in the ocean. Amateri's been in the ocean. Voltaic, as we can see, is on the ocean. The only place that we haven't been on the ocean is the first place we were at, on planet Earth in New Mexico. Okay. I guess maybe every single age has been on the ocean so far in the entire series. That's just like a natural... It's a very natural, like, pausing point to the game, or a natural boundary. Like, you can't just swim out to the ocean in the middle of nowhere. So it makes sense, I guess. Okay, actually, before we run around and get lost, let's figure out what this thing is. Like a little tower made of cobblestone. Can we look down at these little things? These little circles look like they should be important, but it doesn't look like I can interact with them at all. There's just spots where I get to step. Oh, and that's how I go back. Cool. Oh, I bet I'm gonna have to open this up somehow. It looks like that's some sort of little battery or something, and there's another slot for another battery right below that is empty, so maybe I just need to find another battery. More voltage for the Voltaic age. So there's 2 places we could go. What does this lead? What does this rope do? Or is this wires? Oh, interesting. There's like a wire that goes to the center of this. That's not a ladder over there, is it? It's just a little log. Oh, and look, it's like built. It's covered in dirt, but it's like built on like a circular metal thing. So it's that. Let's go. Let's go figure out what's going on here. Not to have too high of expectations for this age after Amateria, because I know I'm just going to disappoint myself. That age was too beautiful to be true. There's no way they could repeat it. Though I wish it was possible. Oh, there's another page already. Alright, I'm gonna read it right now. It says it is coming back to me slowly, the knowledge of who I am. Oh, this is chapter 1. This is actually the first page. Anyways, going on. How long have I been trapped here? Or how long I have been trapped here? So much of it is blurry, the whole blocks of time still floating in the fog that eats my mind. But if I concentrate, I get pieces of it back. It was the dream that first helped me remember I was lying in the reeds near the tusk. I don't know for how long or how I get there. I am staring at the sky, seeing a man grow out of the cliff, first his head, then his shoulders, then his torso. Sunlight rims his body like a halo. I cannot move. I think that death has finally come for me. The man stands on the cliff with a book in his hand, staring down at the lagoon as if something made him sad. Interesting. I wanted to call out to him, to tell him it was me he's come to find, but my mouth is dry. I can't remember any words, and before I think to stand, he opens his book, puts his hand on the page, and fades to dust. I thought he was a dream. It was only later, hours or weeks later, that I find his swirling book atop the cliff, and when I reach down to grab it, it is real. The fog tried to swallow me then and there, but I held on to the firm reality of the book and did not let it. I did not let the numbness steal my mind. And there we go. That's back to where we've already read. Okay, so that's chapter 1. Somebody comes to where he's been trapped forever and looks down sadly, then leaves, but leaves a book there. So Svedro's able to get it and go into it, probably. Doesn't say that he goes into it, but he will eventually go into it. I bet that was Atris, first of all, and I bet that was a nice thing of him to do. I bet he went there and left the book on purpose so that people could get out if they needed to. Swallow me, gobble me. Rip down the side of me? Where did that come from? There's a lot of winding paths here. The fog tried to swallow him. Okay. You're right, that does sound as singing. Omaha, treat time. Yep, Yamaha got a treat. Bad news about Yamaha, though. He has bitten my partner again, and to the point that my partners are really scared of him a little bit. We don't know what's going on, but we bought some like pheromones. It's like a little Glade plug-in that just is sitting here on the wall, and now he's a little bit more calm, I think. So that's helping. He hasn't really bit me at all, ever. And so I don't think it's a health problem. I think it's just a relationship problem between him and my partner. But if it continues to get worse, we will probably take him to the vet just to make sure nothing's wrong. We think he's just really bad at communicating and really picky about where he gets pet. And also, I think that this area looks really, really creepy. That looks like blood. It looks like blood smeared on the ground. Oh. I didn't. I'll explore this later. I want to stay down there first. What is this thing? It's like indicator lights of some sort? Oh, oh shoot, I meant Yam getting a treat. He deserves it. Oh, yeah. But maybe also your partner deserved it. Yeah, your partner kind of sounds like a prick. Hey! Like, stop obsessing over you spoon and plate. Pay attention to the... Inside jokes, inside jokes. Oh, here's the first thing that we found that's broken, it looks like. Yeah, no metagaming. There was a little bit of metagaming during D&D today. I still don't totally understand what metagaming means, but they said that the people who did understand what it means said it a few times during the game, so I know it happened. Oh, we just opened up a dam. Oh, damn. Just opened up a dam. Okay, that's fun. I wonder what the point of it is. And I wonder why this is broken. What is this supposed to do? Is this supposed to be another valve? Is there something that we're supposed to be able to open up that we aren't now? And we need to find an alternate way to get around it? Oopie. Okay. I'm really not sure what we're supposed to do there besides open up a dam, so we're just going to leave it open for now. Any of these indicator lights on? No, they are not. Oh, is this dam supposed to be like a, is this supposed to create electricity? Are we making hydroelectric power? Because I feel like those indicator lights would start turning on if there was actually power being created. Let me go back up. It looked like that might have even been a generator right there. Like this thing right here. Maybe that's a generator. Yeah, how do we create more power if we can't make the dam work? Or how do we make the dam work if we're supposed to just make it work? The water is a little loud and wet. Gonna be. Oh, good to know. I'll make sure to be careful about what I say when I'm around the water, so that I'm easy to hear. I did put a limiter on the game input, but I don't know how well it's working. I might need to drop the limiter a little bit, or drop the threshold for the limiter. Okay, so this looks like a little... Oh, weird. Looks like this is another dam? Or the same dam? Not totally sure. I mean, the other dam was open, so this isn't the same dam. But, there's a whole other area we can climb down there. There's a whole other door to open that we can't open. The icon is changing. Does that mean that it's just interactable there? Okay, that's all that means. It means I can try to use the handle and not actually be able to use the handle. The limit does not exist. My limiter does not exist, apparently. Also, love this symbol that we're seeing everywhere. The two spikes. Where else have we seen it? When I see it again, I'll point it out. I wonder what's inside of these little circle door house things. That would be cool to find out. Also, look at this line. Why is it this angle specifically? That feels random. Maybe it changes based on certain things. Maybe that'll be an indication of something. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll just stay there. Who knows? Okay, so we got to drop down in here to find a red button. Do we press the big red button? Feels like a bad idea. Let's do it. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Open the hatch. Need a big penny to open that hatch with the line. Oh yeah, stick the penny in and... Maybe it is a hatch. Okay. Yeah, that looks like copper coils. So this is definitely supposed to be a little power generator. If we rotate this, what happens? That thing goes up, whatever it is. know how that changes anything. And if we press it again, does it just go back down? Do you think they had the exact same animation for both sequences, the up and down, and they just reversed it? Or did they reanimate both? Did they like make the up animation and then make a new animation for down, or did they just reverse it? I think they just reversed it. Because we start looking down here, and then we follow it go up. But if we click it again to bring it down, we don't start looking down here and then watch it close at the top. We start at the top again and look down. Can you go up there to where it goes? Probably. Because, I mean, we just went down the ladder. We can probably just go back up the ladder, right? Maybe it's that little... Maybe it's that little icon we wanted to twist with a giant penny. Maybe that's what's going up. Let's check it out. I guess, no, it's not that icon. It's either inside of here or it's over on the other side of the well. Let's go back down. So... Alright, so it's over this direction. And if we're facing the ladder from inside, it's to the right of us. So let's go up and see. Facing the ladder from the inside, to the right. It's this? That's up, supposedly? Doesn't look like it's gone up at all. That's weird. Did it go back down when we went up? Like when we left, did it have to reset? Nope, it's still up. I'm thoroughly confused. But it was down at first, so we'll leave it up. I'm sure we had to move it up for some reason. Huh. Wait, I'm bothered by this. I want to put it down and see if it does look any different. Maybe there'll be more of a lip or a gap between this latch and the floor, or between this latch or this circle and this circle. Coming down. No, that really looks the same. That's very confusing. One more time, and then we'll go explore some other places. By the way, tonight I'm drinking tea again. You guys see it? This one is pineapple ginger. Another one of my favorites. Yeah, I get it. I can't go in there yet. So there's obviously power lines going different places. Wait, inside that hallway, maybe something in there is different. Maybe. It doesn't look different, I don't think. But it could be. These indicator lights are still off. Nothing's going on in here. Unless these symbols are changing in between visits. Let's take a picture of it, just so we can compare when we come back and change things. Maybe they will change. We've already been up there. Wait a second. Wait a second. Once we open up this door, once we move this door back to this position where it was before, I'm pretty sure that this area that this door is covering is where we just were. So water will flow through there and do something, supposedly. Let's try that. looks like a gear that slots into place when it's up. Gear that slots into place when it's up. Oh, this thing maybe? Or this thing could slot into place there. When it's up and it's stuck. I don't think it's definitely not this gear, but maybe this thing that we lifted is a gear that goes into place when it's stuck. And it's like right underneath the floor. The floor didn't move, something underneath the floor moved. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the dam and see what that does. If we're lucky, these indicator lights will turn on, we'll have power, and then we'll be able to do more stuff. Right, if you move the dam gate, maybe it will turn. Let's go back through there. No, still nothing happening. Oh, whoa. Oh. I thought the door was closed. I thought this door was closed, but it's not. And now we can't go in there because it's flooded. I wonder what's different over here, because this is where we started. I bet the water is lower now? But that doesn't make sense, because this goes all the way out to the ocean. Even though this dam wall is that tall, it's not going to raise the level of the entire ocean. It's just going to stop water from getting down here. Let's keep exploring. I think I need more information. I need to sit on the information I already have. Still nothing. Let's look at my picture. This still looks the exact same. Nothing's changed. Hang on. This door I still don't know how to open. Maybe it opens now, but the water has changed? Or maybe not. Okay, I don't think we've gone over here yet. This looks cool. That looks like a spinal cord of some sort. So I guess this whole age is probably just teaching Atreus' sons about power, electricity, how to harness it. Because we did see a lot of similar stuff in Myst that either they or Atreus built. This looks wild. I want to know what this is all about. It doesn't look like a door because it doesn't cover everything behind it. What is it going to stop? But also, if it's not a door, then what is it? It's just like a dome of some sort. Maybe it focuses energy into this thing? This looks like a fun little flying contraption, I think. Interesting. I don't know, I feel like there's lots of areas to walk down there already that I've missed. Let's go over there. Oh, again, blinds you when you look into the sun. That's such a funny mechanic to me. I don't know why. I like that a lot. New elevator. Hooray, hooray. It's not a Myst game without a lot of elevators. Oh, and this one's not working. So we can't go down there yet. This is so funky looking. I love it. By the way, if you've joined us in the last several minutes and haven't heard, I have a poll going on. It's about the Myst books, the actual books that they published that go along with the Myst series. They're called the Books of Atris. There's a trilogy of them. I've heard that they're really cool, and I know that I want to read them, but I want to know your opinion on whether I should read them on stream or not. So if I did buy them and read them on stream, you can answer in the chat to get your poll answer recorded. You can only do it once, so pick carefully. But if you would, go ahead and comment a 4. If you would, but you would fall asleep and you would like that, it would be soothing. Comment a 3. If it would be too boring and you would fall asleep and you wouldn't like it, comment a 2. If you just wouldn't want to listen to that, that's totally fine. Feel free to be honest. You can comment a 1, and that'll go in the little poll that's in the bottom corner underneath me. Okay, this one does not have power either. Oh, it's a fun little dial. And a bunch of different valves to turn. How fun. Okay. Love a good pull. Same. They're fun to make. Okay, so the thing about this puzzle right here is it doesn't sound like anything's changing when I turn these knobs. I don't hear any hissing or any sort of like water running through the pipes. So I don't think I want to play around with it too much yet, because I just don't think anything's going to happen. Let's keep exploring. Well, that one closed as soon as we did it, so not a good sign. I'm disoriented. What is going on here? That's where we came from. This ladder. There's another page. He's got more diagrams, but I don't think these are gonna help me in this age. He's talking about mixing paints. Cavern wall is almost ready. I wonder if he's talking about the little mural that he made in Amateria. The one part of Amateria that was a little freaky. Maybe he was trying to mix plants to make paint, to make that. And he wrote about it in his journal. Seems like something someone would do. Guys, this whole place feels kind of lonely and sad. You just hear like faint wind off in the distance. It's just dry desert. Red rocks in the middle of the ocean. All these structures, but it feels deserted. Amateria was also very empty, but you didn't feel alone there. It felt very cool. You felt a lot of wonder and awe. And the music helped, I think. What does all this even power? For who? I don't know. I really don't know. I will tell you as soon as I figure out, but I don't think I have enough information yet. What is this guy doing? Oh. Another area. I'm getting sick of all these paths that we can go down that I don't know where they lead. I feel like I'm gonna get lost. Okay, let's look around this area a little bit more first, and then we can go inside. Okay, but I do always love climbing through an air duct. That is always fun. It looks pretty dark in here. I don't know, though. Climbing through an air duct makes me feel like I'm playing Half-Life. I love doing that in Half-Life. Okay, so I can go down here, or I can keep crawling through. Oh, and then reach a dead end. Okay, so that's exactly where I want to go, is down here. I bet this is inside one of the structures we haven't been able to open yet. And that looks very industrial. How fun. Let's see. Oh, and here's another thing that Saavedra must have broken. It looks like there's something in the way. We can't open this. Oh, maybe we can move it around the bottom? No. Oh, that did something. It looks brighter in here. How fun is that? And still looks bright, but the thing went up higher. Don't know what this is for. It looks like there's a little hole, so maybe this is like a hole that we need to crawl through eventually, but we need to get the hole in the right position. Like a stick shift. Well, I would struggle even more with a stick shift than I would do with this, I'm sure. Oh, or maybe there's a little hole that you look through. Like maybe this is a little porthole, and we want to line up that other hole with that porthole. Or maybe not. Maybe we just want to... I don't know. I don't know. I have so many questions and so little answers. Okay, so this is open. Cool. So that's how we get into this door. We just have to climb through the air vent. And we can even climb lower if we want. We climb higher. Can I back up there? Yes, I can. Good to know. Don't know what I need to do here yet, but let's go down and see what's over there. What is this? Okay. It's very, very dark in here. Very creepy, very eerie. One thing I will say is I haven't been scared by this game like I have the other ones yet. It's like little tiny jumps. Oh! Oh, we can control this from inside the chamber and not just from out there. Okay. So obviously that's not what we want to do. Maybe I need to get all the way up there? Except that doesn't feel right. How would we get up there? There's a ceiling that would block us. Oh, here's some more murals. Let's drop this down and see if we can see the full mural. Oh. Oh. Interesting. So that's what we couldn't do from the other chamber, was we couldn't move this knob straight through this line because there was something stuck in there. Thank you to Saavedra. Let's look at the mural now. I'm guessing those are the two brothers on their flying machine, causing death and destruction, and ruining Savager's homeland. How fun. Love that. Except not really. It's kind of dark. Yeah. WoW is right. Oh my god, this tree's exploding. Straight up exploding back there. Oh, these blue things are probably the spores he was talking about. The spores that go to the branches. And they're just laughing, having a great time. Huh. Art is therapy. True. True. Not enough therapy for this guy, I guess. Not in this case, but I guess it is therapy, yeah. How do I... That's not what I wanted. If I move this gear back over to the other side where it was just now, is it also going to move this gear while it moves me up and down? Is that what I want to do? I think that's what I want to do. Not sure how I want to do it, but I think that's what I want to do. Moving over. Punching in. Okay, and let's try moving that way. Nope. 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 That's not what I wanted. So we finally moved this, and oh, we turned up the heat in here. We are standing in a room with boiling lava. And I think we wanted to do that for whatever reason. But, no, I want you to move to the other side. I will die. Wait, I want to try dying. We get lowered into the lava, we're gonna die. Can we go even lower? Got me, hop in here. Dave, good point. Good idea. Save game, save game. Oh, this lava chamber. No, that's not what I wanted. Keep accidentally moving the lever through the middle instead of going down and around the bottom. It's the wrong way. I wanted to go down. Let's try moving it in the other direction. It's not letting me. Now what, though? What do I want to do now? Because I turned the little lever thing that was back behind this structure. Don't know what it did, but we turned it. So, is that all that we need to do in here? Do we want to make sure that the lava's on in here, or do we want the lava to be off? Like, when we get out, what are we trying to leave? I think I'm just going to try and get out in general first. And then we can worry about... We can worry about the lava being on and off later. Maybe you want steam. Okay. Steam power. Maybe this is all the different types of, like, renewable energies. This is the renewable energy planet. Steam power, hydroelectric power from the dams. Maybe there'll be wind. Maybe that's what that giant, like, dome thing was. Maybe it captures wind. I don't know for sure, but maybe. Which way do I want to go? Okay. So I'm gonna leave it exactly like this because I can leave this room and I can go back up into this chamber. And then I want to make sure to leave this little lever on the left side, not on the right side, because if it's on this side, I can turn the lava back on when I leave, which I think is what I want. that little door opener looked like the thing that I opened over here when there was a door opener there. So I don't know what door I opened, but maybe I just need to wander around until I find a door that's now open. Okay. There we go. Lava is in here. Do I want to block the fan too? If I go up, will I block the fan? Oh, well, it's not going to let me go up anyways. Okay. Lava's on. Trigger is turned. Whatever we were trying to do there, I think we're done. Let's go back out here. If anyone's played the Jedi Survivor game, love it. I just finished that. I've been playing that not as a streamer, just as myself. And 10 out of 10. Well, not quite 10 out of 10. Let me back up. Love the gameplay. Love the graphics. It was beautiful. It was fun. Loved the level design. Loved the fighting mechanics. The plot and the dialogue was a bit cheesy at times, but I feel like that's just Star Wars in general. You don't watch Star Wars for the plot. I mean, no, you do for the plot. You don't watch Star Wars for the dialogue, because the dialogue is always terrible. You watch it for kind of the plot, but mostly just for the action and cool magic lightsabers flying around. Is that just Anakin trying to kill you, Jedi Survivor? Close. I did have to fight. We did have to fight Darth Vader in it once. You never kill him, obviously. The goal when you're fighting him is just to survive. But that was fun. Oh, and this bridge is broken. Can't get over there. What do I want to do over there? I don't know. It doesn't look like there's a lever or anything, right? This looks like the little flying machine that was in the mural that we just saw. The one in the lava chamber. So I'm guessing that this thing actually has to open up, maybe? Has to open up, and then this thing gets to go fly around and we get to go to new places. Is there... Wait a second. Does that do anything? Still doesn't do anything, I don't think. But I do hear steam here, so something's going on. I think we turned on the steam and now we need to figure out how to change this pressure gauge. There's a red line right there. Maybe we need to move this pressure gauge to that red line. Let's see if we can move it in any direction. I'll take any direction. Hey, there we go. We moved it closer. This one, when we turn it... Oh, let's see. It looks like we turn these things only counterclockwise or clockwise once. That's my theory. Is that right now we're turning counterclockwise. If I click it again, we turn clockwise. Right. So this is either turned clockwise or turned counterclockwise. This one, let's leave them all in the same position. So this one is in the counterclockwise position. This one is in the counterclockwise position now and going up. Really, really close. If we turn it clockwise, it goes back down. Let's turn it back to the counterclockwise position just so I can remember where everything is. I think that's going to be the hardest part, is keeping track of what's doing what. Oh! It opens up a steam vent. Well, that's going to be easier to talk about. We turn the steam on for this vent or off. No clockwise, counterclockwise. Okay. That's moving up too high. If we do all of them, is it going to go into the red zone and explode? I kind of hope so. Seems kind of fun. Oh, it didn't open. Ah, We got another broken one. That'll drop us too low. Turn this back on and turn on the other one. What will that do? That'll also drop us too low. And then we already know that this first two being on and all the rest being off is just a hair too low. So I don't know how we want to do this. Not doing anything. There was an elevator. Is that elevator working now? Oh. Well, that did something this time, because there's steam. It was shooting steam out of this. Because what? I don't know. Was it broken? Is that why? Is this another thing that's broken? It almost looks like this is like a... What do you call that? Like the little combustion engine thing on a jet? Like it's shooting steam out here like a jet engine and the whole structure was gonna fly forward. It's not what happened, but that would have been cool. And of course, how do we work this thing? Wait, there was an elevator over here. Let's go to this elevator and see if it's working now. Okay, drum roll please. Still not working. Don't know what we need to do to make this work. Although it does spiral up. It spirals up. Let's back up. Does this look like one picture from the journal? It's not that. Where was that little picture with the spiral? Oh, this thing. Is that what that is? I think that is it. Because this little horseshoe thing, this path is the horseshoe thing in the picture of that right there. And so... I don't know what he's saying here. I know that it's supposed to spin or something. And it's not. How do I get down there? Oh, through the elevator, obviously. And I can't use the elevator yet. I want to fly on that boat thing, like the Bad Brothers, but without destroying trees. I want that for you. I also want that. Let's go on a flying boat ride together and not kill trees. That sounds wonderful. I can't tell. Is there like a... It looks like there should be a track that it would follow. It's like, I can't tell if this is supposed to like follow a track or if it can literally like fly around like a helium balloon, like a blimp. Maybe not. Maybe it has to be on a track and the fans just push it along the track. We'll see. We'll see eventually. Hopefully, if we ever figure out the steam question. What's going on? This looks so different than it used to. Or maybe I'm just forgetting it. I'm just forgetting it. Oh, and no, that's not broken. That's just the way these things work. It's cut and then clamped. It's a real bummer that we can't turn this one. Because I think the lever's not going to work unless this dial is exactly on the red line. But no matter which one of these we get rid of, it moves this dial too far down. Maybe if we just have one of them on. No, that pushes us all the way down to the yellow zone. And obviously isn't doing anything. So we need to change something else. Maybe we need to change something in that other chamber. Can you click and drag the lever? Oh, you can. That's good to know. Thank you, Parastream. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's interesting. But I still don't think we can get the right code here without using this fourth one. What do I need to do? That did something. Oh. Hello. Now they're all open. Wait, how does that work? And what does this do for us? Wait, I'm confused. Okay, but now that this one's on, we know that we want to keep it on if we're going to turn any of them off. So maybe let's just turn the first one off. See what that does. No, that's too low. Maybe they all need to be low, and the other side, maybe this side of the dial needs to be on the red line. Let's turn this one off now. Nope. That's not it either. Actually, let's leave these two on and then let's go down and see what happens. Oh, we can move it the other direction too. Interesting. Oh, and that left this one on and that's it. So we went up and it opened some of them. I don't remember how many. And then we went down and then it closed the second one and the fourth one. I know that those ones were on before I went down. So let's go back up and see what happens and see if those same ones are the ones that open up. Yep, those same ones open up. Maybe those same ones switch. Maybe that's what happens. Like if I close those two, are they going to open up when we go down? Okay, here we go. No, they only open going up and they only close going up. And that's very interesting. If I open this one, does that one change? Ever? And if I close this one, does that one ever change? Or is it just 2 and 4? So nothing happened. Wait. I already forgot what I left it at. Let's go back down. I thought I left first one open and the third one closed. Yes, I did. And they both switched. Okay, so I'm gonna have to think through this. In order to get... Oh, wow. In order to get this dial pointing at the right spot, I think that I need any two of these first three and the fourth one. Maybe. That's kind of my guess. And so I need to figure out how to get down to this position with that fourth one on. Because then I'll be able to solve it. I don't know if I can do that though. Because it always closes when we go down. And I can't turn it open when we're down. I can affect all the other ones whenever I want. But the one on the right, I can only turn on at the top, and moving it down always closes it. I think. Maybe that's not what's happening. Maybe it just closes some because the pressure was too high. Maybe that's why it changes it when we go up and down. So maybe I don't need to think about it opens this one, it closes this one. Maybe I need to think about it reaches the red zone, and so the first one it can, it changes. Maybe it's something like that. Because I left the first three open, now it's just this one open. And that puts us right in the yellow/blue zone. If I open this one... If I open this one and just this one, will it keep it open? No, I'm gonna close that one again. It's going down. I wish I could watch the lever change when we're moving up and down, because I want to know if it makes more pressure or less pressure when we're high versus when we're low. And of course it opened every single one except the one that I want to keep open. Let's turn them all off, go up, see what happens. Let's see. So right now it's in the red zone. Down here, it's like at a 4 o'clock position, we'll say. No, it's almost a 5 o'clock. We'll call that 5 o'clock. And none of them are open. Okay, let's move up. Wait, can we move down? No. But we can move up. None were open, 5 o'clock position. It's still in the 5 o'clock position, and this one's open. And if I close it again, it goes down, or it goes counterclockwise to like 4 o'clock. So in this case, it started at 4 o'clock, moving up, moved it to it started at 5 o'clock, moving up, changed it to 4 o'clock, and so it opened up one of the vents to keep it at the same spot? Is that what's going on? Is it trying to maintain the same position? Because if I go down right now, is it going to change the vents so that it's as close as possible to being 4 o'clock still? And also, can I go up even more? Is that a mechanic I can use? Yes, okay. So that changes things. It's still in the same position. It's in 4 o'clock. And all of them are open to keep it in 4 o'clock. Didn't change much for that. Changed very little for that. Changed only one. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So it's almost like the leverage puzzle in the fact that at different positions, doing the same things has different amounts of weight, kind of. Except in this case, it's not an actual amount of weight and leverage. It's an amount of distance that each one of the levers moves this dial. At the bottom, it moved the dials a lot. At this position, it moves the dials only one single tick. If I turn another one on, it's only going to move it up a single tick. See, it moved up one. Whereas if I close it, it moves it back down counterclockwise, just one tick. And every time I change positions, still working on this theory, every time I change positions, I think it opens and closes these things in order to try and keep it at the same position. So if I go down one, this dial is going to stay at the same position when I look at it again, but these are going to be opened or closed depending on what's going to get us to that same position. So let's put that theory to test. Let's go down one and see if it's right in between red and blue. Yep, it's right in between red and blue. Nothing's changed though, which is interesting. If I open and close things now, it moves it clockwise. If I go down again, is it still going to straddle red and blue? I think we're making progress here, guys. I think we're making progress. We're going to figure this one out. Yep, it's still in the same position. So that theory is holding true so far. That whenever we move up and down, this lever stays in the same position. Or this dial stays in the same position. Can't move this in this position, but I can move the other ones. So I just need to get it as close as I can to this red line here in this position, then move up to the top position, and then that should allow me to move one tick at a time till I'm exactly there. That's what I'm going to try doing right now. Yep, keep moving, keep moving. Okay, now if I move up, is it still going to stay on this position, this 9 o'clock position? Hopefully it does. That's my theory. It's been treating us well so far. Up we go. And, yep, still at 9 o'clock. So, I still do want to go up more. Okay. Go up another one. Am I going to go too far if I do another one? I'm only one off. So let's go up and see if I can adjust just that one. I am one too far clockwise from this place where I want to be. Is it not going to let me go up? Why aren't you letting me go up, though? We're not at the top. If I go down, will you stay in the same position? That was weird. But yeah, we're still in the same position. Going up. Maybe I just didn't do it quite right. Oh. It doesn't want to let me go up at all right now. Maybe when I'm in the blue zone, it just doesn't move. Maybe I need to be in the yellow and red for it to move at all. Maybe? Ooh, that moved us down a lot. Okay, we can deal with that. Oops, go back up. Okay, we're moving. That's good to know. So we need to stay... Oh gosh. This makes it harder. We need to stay in the yellow zone all the way until we're at the top, and then we need to be able to turn on every single lever. They need to all be off at the top position, and we need to be right here at the edge of yellow, I think. Let's get things a little higher. Yeah, see, that's hard because we're gonna go up. It's gonna stay here, and then we're not gonna be able to move it up at all. Oh, come on. What? Okay, I might have to kind of army crawl up in a sense, if that makes sense. Since I started all the way over here in the red and then jumped up big chunks at the bottom, now I'm at the middle and I'm jumping down for small chunks, or medium chunks. And then I'll go to the bottom and jump up 4 big chunks, and then go to the middle and then jump down for medium chunks until I'm right about there, I think. Dang it, I was close. I thought I understood this puzzle, but right there still. Okay, go to the same position. Oh, but we can only go up 2 chunks now. I am confused. I'm very confused. Let's walk around. Maybe that'll help my brain. I'm really bummed about this bridge. I want to go over there and see what's there. Maybe this is how you get onto... No, that's not how you get onto the blimp thing. This is way too far... This is way too low. I can look up at this light, though. It's kind of cool. And what does this do? Maybe this affects the puzzle that we were just doing? No, I don't think it does. I think this looks exactly like it, like we left it. Let's go up again. Okay. Oh, and they closed everything. So maybe we can keep going closer and closer. So my theory is if that I open all 4 of them, I won't be able to move. Maybe it doesn't let me move up when I have all 4 on. And that tracks right there. I'm not able to move up right now. Let's move 1 off. And now let's try moving up. Oh, come on. Still can't move up. Let's try now. Huh. Still not letting me. Weird, 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 weird. What do I have to do? Yeah, I think I need to come back to this puzzle. I think I need some time away. Let's look back through here. I think we already did everything we can over this direction, but let's try anyways. Let's look, at least. Now the ambiance doesn't sound so lonely and sad. Now it sounds a little bit dark and mechanical. Probably because we've turned on some sort of machine by turning on the steam. And now they've got music again. Okay. Oh, I didn't notice this pool in the bottom. That's a cool pool. And there's another one over here. Those feel like tide pools. Like maybe the tide comes in and fills those pools, and then it goes down and the pools get isolated. I love all those little tiny, like, rocky, like, little divots in the rocks in the ocean. Whenever I go to the beach, where you can find all the little anemone things. I love touching them, like a stick, so then they all, like, zoop, like, suck inside of themselves, try to disappear. It's one of my favorite things. That's what the tide pools make me think of. See, obviously can't go in there. There's lava. No go. No good, no good. So what I want to find right now is more literal puzzles. Like we've been wandering around and we found switches here and there, but I want to find the other, like, singular puzzles like that one with all the levers, all the different valves. Amateria had 3 distinct ones. And so I'm assuming this one's gonna also have 3, but that's the only one that I've found so far. At least that's the only one that's obvious to me. Maybe I've already found the other ones, just haven't realized yet. That's the book we used to leave Janae in. We don't want to do that right now. When there isn't too much, well, there's always going to be the same amount of water here because it leads to that ocean, right? Unless we wait for the tides to fall. We're not going to wait for the tides to fall. So how do we get out over to this thing, if we need to get out there at all? I'm not sure if we need to get out there at all, or not. But it looks like we should. It looks cool. I want to go over there. I want to be on top of this. Okay, what other corners of this area have we not explored yet? I don't feel like we've found every spot yet. Or every, like, easily accessible spot yet. But maybe we have? Oh. I haven't seen a lot of other pages around. I feel like we've only found 2. That's another thing I'm looking for. Based on the amount of comments, I'm guessing this isn't... People don't like this age as much as they like Amateria. Is that right? Which makes sense. It's hard. It's hard to compare to Amateria. It's too perfect. It's too good. Let's see. Maybe let's move the water well again. Let's move this wall. And I have to fold laundry during streams so my hands are too busy to type. That'll do it too. Now that me and my partner have moved in together, don't tell him this. He's been doing, I'm just saying he's been doing most of the laundry, and I'm really, really happy about that. And so, we're just gonna let him keep doing that. I feel I do my own chores around the house. I feel like I'm pretty good about that. But I'm glad that at least this one he kind of focuses on. We split the dishes pretty evenly. We split like cleaning up pretty evenly. But I hate folding laundry so bad. I just don't remember much, honestly, LOL. It's still a cool place. Okay. I mean, the structures themselves, I think, are the coolest thing so far. Like, once we figure out how this works, I think it's gonna be really, really fun. Like, this little thing, when this opens, it looks like it's gonna open up like a flower kind of opening up, or like an eyeball. I bet that's gonna be really, really fun. And I'm still obsessed with this, like, skeletal background structure. I like that a lot. Keeping those tidy whities. Gotta keep those tidy whities white. This kind of reminds me of Star Wars. I see it. Like the red rocks. Deserty vibes. You could see somebody with a lightsaber chasing another person with a lightsaber across this. Jumping down, doing flips. Or maybe Anakin on his, like, little... What do you call it? The little flying thing that he has? Pod? His pod racing? That could happen through this canyon. Still not working. What a bummer. Yeah, I think the only thing I have to do right now is solve this valve puzzle, and I'm still stumped by it. I haven't figured out why it lets me move up and down sometimes. I have no idea why changing the valves at different levels, at different heights, changes the effect of the valves. I don't know how that mechanically comes into play, but it does somehow. And I'm also confused about what's going to happen when we go to this red line. Like, what are we even trying to do? Because at one point I thought that it wasn't going to let me go up and down, or it wasn't going to let me go up whenever the dial was in the blue spot. Because there was a time when I wasn't able to go up, and the dial was in the blue spot, and I said that must be it. But then there are other times where the dial is not in the blue spot, and it still doesn't let me up. And I thought maybe it's just because I had all of these things open, and then once I get up, there's no room for growth, no room for change, and so it's not going to let me. But that wasn't true either, because once I started closing these, it still wouldn't let me up. So, still very confused. General Grievous gonna pop out here real soon. I bet he will. He's gonna hop down right there. I think you can reach the top when it's in the red, so you might need to set it from the top down, if that makes sense. So you think we can only move to the bottom area when it's in the blue. We can only move to the top 2 when it's blue and yellow, and we can move to top 3 when it's in red, maybe? There is always room for growth. True. We can always improve. Okay, but I like that theory. Let's test that out. If we can get this into the red somehow, so maybe moving this down. It's in the red. Let's move up. And still in the red. Let's move up again. Yeah, because if we work backwards on our way down, we can worry about moving it counterclockwise to the right spot. I've been trying to move it clockwise to the right spot. Maybe I need to move counterclockwise on our way down and then work it on it from there. So if I open these up, it's going to move by 1 way over into the yellow area. So let's open all of them right now. Okay, it's in the yellow, so we couldn't go up if we needed to, but we're already at the top. If we go down and then close them all, it's going to move it back counterclockwise, but even further than we went just now. We're taking 1 step backwards, 2 steps forward. We went clockwise a little bit, now we're going to go counterclockwise a lot, I think. I hope. That's the plan. Okay. Let's open them all. Oh shoot. But maybe this works too. We'll move it as far as we can clockwise to see if we can go towards red. And now let's move down again. What I probably need to do if this doesn't work is actually calculate the specific number of notches that it moves at each level. So if I open one of these right now, it's going to move just 1 off. And now I can't go up, right? Because it's in the blue area. Blue only lets us on the bottom area, I think. Okay, let's count how many that was. It started right here. It went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it went down 10. If I open up this one, it's gonna go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 again. So bottom level, it looks like it's 10 notches. Let's close it so we can go up to the second level. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now they're all open, that's fun. Okay, so if we drop one of these, it's at the 9 o'clock position. It's going to go down 1, 2, 3. Is that 4 or 5? It goes down 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. If I close this one, it went 1, 2, 3, 4. If I close one more and they do 4 like we think it is, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so mid-level moves up and down 4. Right. Yep. We can't go to the top level right now because it's in the yellow zone, not red. Nothing's going to happen. So, okay. Let's open all of these and go down with this. Try again. There we go. All right. So now I think we can plan things out. Because we can calculate how much things are going to move, in what position, and we can figure out if we can move up and down to change those amounts. So, let's see. If we wanted to go, if we want to get here, and we need to do 10s, 4s, and 1s, how can we do that from where we're at right now? Right now we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we would need to do a 10 and a 1, which we cannot do because we need to be in the red zone to do 1s. So we can't do 10 plus 1 because we cannot do 1s. Not from this position. If we were in the red zone, say straddling red and blue, because we've been there before, maybe we can find our way there again. What could we do there? We could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we could, oh gosh, we would need 2 4s, a 1, and a 10. I think this is going to be easier if I move to any red spot and then try calculating out what I'm going to do. Let's kind of play around until I get to red. Okay, let's move up. Close these, I think I go down. Yes, that's what I want. Cool. Just for good measure, let's close all of them, be right in the middle of red. There we go. So we can move up to red now. Or we can move up to the 3rd level, and in fact, let's just do that right now. Okay, and I'm going to create a plan, and the only worry that I have right now is I feel like the amount of vents that open in each position is unpredictable. That's a factor I haven't figured out, but I'm just gonna plan on them staying the same every time for now, and then maybe improvise based off of what happens there. So right now they're all open. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 spots away from where we want to be. If we can move backwards or counterclockwise, did I say 23? Oh shit. Sorry guys, let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Writing that down. We are 23 away from where we need to be. Right now, what we can do is we could close all of these and move 4 closer and only be 19 away. But then if we move down and they all stayed closed, then we would have no room to move counterclockwise. We would try to move clockwise, and we would not have enough room for that. So let's try leaving them open, going down 1. But wait, we do want to close 1 right now because we want to go down to the other levels on an even number, I think. Because level 1 and level 2, we can only do 10s and 4s, both even numbers. They cannot add up to 23 in any way, shape, or form. So let's get to 22. Except 22 doesn't work either, because that's just... You can't add 10s and 4s. Wait, you can't. You could add 1 10 and 3 4s. 1 plus 12 equals 22. So let's go down and see if it'll let us do that. Moving down 1, we need to do 3 4s. So hopefully 3 vents stay open. And I don't think 3 stayed open. They all closed. Love that. Let's go back up. And there's 3 again. What if we tried closing all of them, going down to the bottom level and hoping that there are just 2 steam vents open? Because then 2 times 10 is 20. We will have 20 left if we move all these down. Right? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Triple checking because I got different ones each time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I think I need 20, so we're going to go try and go down to the bottom level and see if anything changes. Here's hoping it doesn't change. Okay, 1 closed. Here's hoping 2 open when we go down. That's my only hope right now. Please, 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 please. Nope, of course not. That would be too easy. So we just added 10. We can add up to 30 in the bottom position. I'm changing my strategy. I think we want to go clockwise towards it again. If we can get it to 30 away from the clockwise direction, and then we get to the bottom and they're all closed like they were just now, then we're gold, because then we open 3 vents and we move 30 onto the red line. So let's count 30 and see if we can find our way to that 1 spot and then drop to the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and it looks like there's these big old indicators of 10s. And we're 1 away. So 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. 10 to here, and I'm assuming 10's going to go to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, because this is the big one. Oh, shoot. We're at 30 right this very second. But we already have 1 open. We want to be at this very spot with none open at the bottom, I think is what we need to do. You think I have it? Okay. Here, yeah. I just know that we can't open 3 right now because this one is broken in this position. So we could move 20 if we wanted. But we don't, because that won't get us quite there. Yep, that's not quite going to do it. Yeah, so you can't open the 4th one. So that's why we need to get to this position with all of them closed at the bottom. So I'm going to close that one. And now I'm just going to move all the way up to the top because I know the dial should stay in the same spot. And then I'm going to move all the way to the bottom, and I'm just going to hope and pray that all of them close. That all of these close. Or, counterpoint, I could just open this one and then leave this one closed, and maybe that would do the same thing. This puzzle is hard to explain, guys. I complain about that all the time. So sorry for complaining so much, but I feel like I'm not making sense. But I promise the gears are turning. The gears are turning through this. Okay, so it's exactly where we want it to be. If I move down 1, is that one vent gonna open again? Or is it gonna all be closed? Please be closed. Nope, it's open. Oof. And so that's the part of this that I just haven't cracked, is why do some open when we move and some close when we move, and why do some not move at all? What is the pattern? Let's move up again. Now it's closed. It's following a pattern of some sort, because it's predictable. I just don't know what the pattern is. That would move us too much. Let's move up. Because let me explain my new strategy. My strategy to get to our other strategy. So, if that makes any sense. So in this second position, this middle tier, I think what I want to do is I want to be in this position with this dial in this spot with this one open. That's my new strategy, because I think maybe if I leave this one open and then go down, then none of the other ones will open. In fact, let's test that out now. I don't know why I think that. That's just a gut feeling that kind of... It's not an educated guess, because it's still very much just a guess, but we're going to try it out anyways. So let's move down and see. Hi, Yamaha. You explain it much better than I would. That's... Thank you. So, they opened up the one that we didn't want open, and they closed the one that we want to keep open. Maybe, okay, new train of thought. Maybe the amount of ones that change when we change levels, the amount of vents that open and close, depends on which color we are on when we move. So we are in the yellow zone. So let's move straight up, straight down, see what happens. We're in the yellow zone. We got one open. What's going to happen when we go up? So we move to level 2. This number 4 opened, number 2 closed. In fact, I'll call these A, B, C, D. D opened, B closed. And we are in the yellow zone. If we move up again, oh, we can't move up again because we're in the yellow. So let's try to shake things up. If we open A and C, what's going to happen in the yellow zone if we move down? A and C were open, plus D was open, and somehow we ended up with just B open at the bottom, which I hate, right? We need, oh gosh, wait, no. Where are we now? We are, so that's 10, that's 20, 19, 18. We're 18 away from it. So, trying a new strategy again, shifting gears again. Let's try and move 18. So let's try and move 4 clockwise and then 1 clockwise in the bottom position. Let's do 4, 4, and 10. If the opening and the closing of the steam vents will allow it. So going up 1. Okay, so if I close 1, we should move 4. We move 4 in the wrong direction. Of course. Of course we do. What else would we do? 4 in the wrong direction again. 4 in the wrong direction again. Let's move up. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can try. Okay, so we're back to square 1. One of the square ones that we've had. Again, I've had so many strategies. But we are at the point where we are exactly 30 away from the spot where we want to be. So if we could drop down to the bottom where we move in chunks of 10, and this exact position or these exact vents were open, we would be golden. The only problem is these exact vents are not going to open, they're going to change. But if we can predict how they're going to change, then we could move and try to get it the right amount off of this position so that we can still be a multiple of 10 away and have enough vents away, enough vents to do that at the bottom. So anyways, let's leave this position. D is open. Let's move down. None are open. Let's move down. And B is going to open up. I just know it. Because again, it's predictable. There's a pattern. We just don't know the pattern. We just know that this has happened before. And so, of course, we can't get there because we don't have 3 closed vents to work with that we can actually work with. We have 3 closed vents, but this one's screwed up, so we cannot open it. We are stuck. But let's go back to the top. And the top again. Oh, Yamaha, are you pressing keys? Yamaha's resting his tail on the keyboard. No tail on the keyboard, buddy. Here, I'll make a spot for you. Yeah, sit right there. It seems each level is independent of the others. They stay the same as you set them when you move between levels. Oh, okay. So if I close this one right now, and I drop down to the bottom, and then come back up, they're all going to be close to the top. I think that would have taken me forever to figure out. Is it gonna be true? Hey, I think you're right. Okay. So now we're talking. We are talking now. We can maybe work with this. And now I just need to think through my strategy again. So how do we get to the bottom? How do we get to this position here while the bottom level has all the vents open? Because if I open that next vent, it's going to get to yellow. I can't get back up to red, I don't think. Well, maybe let's try. Let's try moving. No, that's the wrong direction. I want to stay as close to the middle of red as possible. I think we're getting more spam, guys. I haven't gotten this much spam in a while. Let's see, what do I... Let's delete that message. There we go. It's because you're so cool, I bet. They just can sense my vibes. They can tell. Okay. Oh. Okay, we are in business. We are still in red. We can go all the way up to the top. And now between the top level and the middle level, I want to inch our way down all the way to that same point where we were before, and then come to this level without having moved anything on this level, and then we can open 3 and be done. I think this is going to work. Okay, moving up. Okay, now everything I think is open, right? Or everything is closed on all levels. Yes, everything is closed on all levels. If I open them, which direction do I move? Okay. So I need to go... Well, let's close this again. So between the top and the middle levels, I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 clockwise. And adding up 1s and 4s, we can do that by doing 2 4s to get to 8, and then 3 1s, right? 8 plus 3 is 11. So let's open up 3 here. 1, 2, waiting, 2. Here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? We appreciate Yamaha. Can you guys see him? You guys can't see him. Yamaha, say hi to the camera. Hello. All right, so that's our 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go down and let's add 2 sets of 4. And then let's go to the bottom and add 3 sets of 10. And then I think we have solved it. Okay, so 2 sets of 4. Kitty demands attention. He does. You appreciate Yami so much? Good, good. He's desperate for your appreciation. He's just getting the dust off the camera. That's right. That's what he's doing. He's a working boy. He's a working girl. He can. No rest. No rest for him. She's just working that camera. Yours does the same, lol. Good. Does yours also step on your keyboard sometimes? I thought he was going to be good about that, but he's gotten really bad at just pressing keys whenever he wants. A cam kitty? He is a cam kitty. He's a little slut. He's a slut for the camera. Oh! And a slut for the microphone, too. He's like... Okay. Moment of truth. We are 30 away, and we have 3 closed vents that we can open. So here we go. Here's the first one. Moving us 10 over. And here's the second one. Moving us another 10. We've moved 20 over. 20 out of 30. We only need 1 more vent, and I think we're going to land exactly on it. Here we go. Hell yeah. Okay, what did that do? What did that do? Is this going to work now? Is that what it did? Oh, different animation. It's going through that tube. Looks like it's going to the boat. Oh. It is a blimp. It fills up with gas. Okay. What was that noise? Okay, well, it ran into the door. I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but it sure did. That was fun. Maybe we can go up and see it over here. Yeah, it's vibing over there. Can we see the nose of it, like, poking out the hole? I don't think so. Okay. Maybe we can... Maybe it's in a position where we can get on it once we walk underneath it. Hopefully. Because I really want to ride this. It sounds fun. Yay, Gigi. Now gotta get that door open. Okay. Excuse me, I'm going to have to see your license if you're going to be driving like that. Sorry, officer, it's my first time. It's my first time driving a blimp. Oh, yeah. That was not good. How do we get on here? Okay, so guess we gotta open that door. How are we gonna open it? It looks like power lines come from here. Maybe we need to turn on the power somewhere. So maybe the power from the dam. Maybe we need to actually get that going, and then that'll turn on the door to open. Possibly. Oh, you know what? I don't think this is a power line. I think this is the line that the blimp goes on. That's the little track for the blimp. And if you look over here, it looks like that's the little, like, landing platform. This is where we can get on it. Which, of course, we need to power this elevator if we want to get down there to get on it. And, of course, we need to open this door to allow the blimp over here if we want to get on it. But that's where we're going to get on it. We know that, at least, I think. I'm saying the word I think a lot today. I'm being very cautious about statements. because there's a lot that I don't know. Get down on it. Time to get down. And then we're gonna have another roller coaster ride, basically. Going through here, I bet. Whoops. You can't see this, but fun fact about this game is my cursor, I can go straight off the screen, and then my cursor keeps going off onto my other monitor, and if I click, then like I actually exit the game. It's weird. Most games, like, your cursor is stuck in the game, but for some reason this one I can literally just leave whenever. And so I've done that a few times. I've accidentally clicked a little too far off to the right and left the game. What have I completed so far? So basically just that, in this age at least. Were you there when we finished Amateria? We finished Amateria last time. And that was really, really fun. And then we finally opened up this age, and we were exploring. We've opened up the dam, kind of. I'm not totally sure what we did over there. We opened up a dam, we went into this like boiler room with lava and opened up some sort of switch. And overall, mostly I'm just kind of confused, to be honest. They didn't have dual monitors back in the day. Oh. You do remember that. Okay, good. Love the Amateria. Love that place so much. But, yeah, we just need to finally figure out how to make power happen. How do we get some power on? Oh, because that furnace room with the, thinking, with like the lava in it, that probably turned on the steam that we just used. And so that's probably done. We're good with that. We turned on the steam. We don't need to worry about that. Now we just need to turn on this thing. We need to get this power coming from the waterfall, from the dam. But how we do that, I don't know, but at least my objective is clear. We want to turn on power for sure. That's the only thing we need, I think. And again, I don't think I can go down this direction. Can't get down here. And so maybe we will never go to this thing. Oh, maybe no. No. Maybe the blimp track is right here, and we end up right on top of here. Hop down, and then come out once we're done. Maybe we come all the way back here once we're done, just on the blimp ride. Come full circle. But okay. So things that affect the electrical. We have that one like hydraulic press that moved up and down underneath the floor. We didn't see any difference from above, but we saw a difference from below. What else do we know and have? We have the literal dam wall that we can move back and forth. That's another factor that we need to manipulate. I don't think we need to do anything back here, because that's where the steam was. We made the steam back there. We need to, that dam wall. We need to, what else can we do? We can open the dam wall. We can move the floor up and down. And I think that's it. We should have been able to do something right here that's Sabedro broke. I don't know what. And that makes it hard to work around it when you don't know what it is. And maybe we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. What am I missing? Is that literally just the power button? Is that like where you turn on the power and then this thing starts running? So, right now, with the dam wall open or closed, I don't know if this position means that this area is running water and vice versa, like water can run through both sides, or if water can only run through one side and this just opens and closes it in general. I'm not sure about that. Like, is water running there right now? And if I move the door back, would water be running over there right now? I think water would be running over there right now. I'm answering my own questions. I just don't know about this. Also this. I'm realizing. I thought that this was like the little generator thing, but I don't think it is. I think it's literally just the walkway that we go through to get over to this area. So yeah. Oh, maybe. No. I don't. I had a thought. Actually, let me explain it about while I'm up here. The floor that we raised and lowered with that like hydraulic press, maybe it was underneath here and somehow connected to this. And now, and once it's up, we can move the dam wall, which would also move that lever thing into the right position. Move that hydraulic press thing in the right position. I don't know. I haven't fleshed out that train of thought yet. You'll have to find out when you take the time to observe more of the environment. Okay. Time to observe. Oh, and also once we get more power, or once we get power at all, we'll have to do something here, I'm sure. Like maybe we'll have to click these? No. Usually if you can click something in general, even when they're turned off, they'll make a sound, but they're not making a sound. I don't think we interact with this at all. Let's bring it here. So, what are these windows for? What am I supposed to be looking? Or is there a purpose? Like, what is that? Is that just metal, and then that's like the red rock wall behind us? So you've completed the lava thing and the blimp airship. It's time to figure out the rest. Yes, yes. And by the rest, I think we mean this electricity. I think we want to make electricity from the dam. And we also need to open these doors eventually, but I think we need to make these batteries somehow. I don't know how to do that. Can I click and drag the batteries and put them in my inventory? No. Cannot. Okay, so dam walls shut off. And of course, this is drained because the dam wall is closed here. So I guess that answers part of my question. I know that water does flow this side on this half when the door is not on this half. I don't know if it flows on the other half, but maybe I need to figure that out. Maybe that would be good to know. Let's go all the way out to the beginning of this island and see if we can see water running underneath. And in fact, I can hear water running underneath, I think. Let's go out and look just to be sure, but I think there is for sure water running over there. It's a fun, fancy doorway. I love a big, giant door. This past week, we went to an outdoor movie for the outdoor movie local festival series. And it was at this fancy garden that we like to go to, and they're free. And lovely experience, but the reason I bring it up is because their bathrooms have these giant, like ornate metal sliding doors, almost like a barn door kind of thing, except they're cooler than most barn doors. Not a big fan of barn doors, sorry if you have one. But these are so cool. And I want one in my house eventually. I want a giant door with a giant ornate metal designed sliding door that slides in front of it. I think that is so cool. And that other door here reminded me of that. So I can't tell for sure, but I think water is running under there. It looks like there's nothing stopping it. It looks like there's probably a little bit of area underneath this bridge that we went through. I think water is running through either side, depending on where the door is. That's the theory I'm going to stick with for now. I don't know if that helps me, but it at least makes me feel like I understand things more. Can I steal the battery here? No. No. Nope. Cannot steal that battery. There's 2 doors that both need 2 batteries, and each only has 1. Like, it would make sense, right? To be able to just steal a battery from one of them and give it to the other and make at least one of them work. But I guess not. That's not what we're doing. Because the game won't let us. Let's look at this door. Why are all doorways big and fancy like that? The music is now very meditative. I like this. Okay, here comes the rushing water. If we go up and move the door, are we going to hear the same amount of water here? That's my new question. Let's move the door over. What makes you think they use batteries? Or not? I don't know, it just looked like a battery on the door. Maybe it wasn't a battery, but it looked like above the handle there was a slot with a battery in it, and below the handle there was an empty slot that should have had a battery in it. I'll show you what I'm thinking. I'll show you the door again and show you what I'm thinking, but I might be wrong. Maybe they're not batteries. Okay, so door is over here. Are we still going to hear water down in this area? I feel like we still do hear water, right? Crazy. Oh no. I heard other things, but I didn't hear water. This is where I hear water. And by the way, this is what I'm talking about with the battery. Like this thing right here, it looks like there should be another one below. And maybe they're not batteries, but I figure that it's locked because we need to have both. We need to have one in each slot. That's why I'm thinking that. Sound echoes realistically. Huh. I do love the sound design in these games. Obviously we can't go down here now. But is the electricity on? Because it doesn't look like it's on. It look like it. I would imagine this thing should be lit up if the electricity was on. Let's go back up here. Maybe this thing doubles as the generator and a pathway, like we climb through the middle of it, but maybe stuff on the outside actually swirls, rotates, and that's how it creates electricity. Still don't know that for sure. And yeah, I really do want to say this sounds the same, no matter where the door is. This hallway just sounds like this. maybe if I move this hydraulic thing down, it won't sound like that. Okay. What can I see here? I don't see much. But it's in the up position where it used to be in the down position. Which makes me think we should keep it in the up position, because that's probably where we were supposed to put it. But so far we haven't gotten electricity, so I'm willing to try anything. Maybe we just need to move it back down. And it does look like this stays in the same position. I don't feel like this rotates at all. Right? Like from this position, it's a slash from like 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Let's move the hydraulic again and see if that changes. Okay. Nope, not changed at all. But wait a second. Oh, okay. I've got a thought. Once we move the hydraulic up, I think the gears lock into his position, and then we need to move the wall, and I think the gears that move the wall will also rotate this a little bit. And maybe we just need to rotate this to a certain position. So let me double check. I don't remember if I moved it up or down. Make sure it's up. And then let's check that same slot before and after we move the wall. See if that changes it at all. Oh, whoops. That was down. I want up. It is up. We are good. Let's go. I sure hope that this theory is correct, because I'm running so low on ideas here. Please, 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 please. Please, please, please. Right. Here's hoping that it rotated. It did not rotate. No rotation. So that's not the mechanic that rotates it. If we need to rotate it at all, guys, I'm so confused. I'm getting a little lost. Because I feel like the only two interactable things that we have right now is that little hydraulic press we keep doing, and this wall. And I feel like we've put them in both positions. That's only 4 possible combinations, because they're both just on or off. And we've had it in all 4 combinations, and nothing with the electricity has happened yet. So I'm starting to really run out of ideas. Maybe it only rotates when is the grate below you interactable? I don't know what it is, but maybe. It doesn't look like it's interactable. Like I can move towards it. But it doesn't look like I can touch it myself. Maybe this one is? Maybe I just need to click and drag. Nope. I thought maybe it was pushing something up from below. See, that's what I thought too. Like, I think that hydraulic is pressing something up that's underneath here. I just don't know what we're supposed to do with that. Let's make another wander around the island and see if there's anything that I'm missing. It's easy to miss the next step in this section. Okay. I'm a little, I'm comforted to hear that I'm not just done. I'd like to know if it's just a mechanic that I'm missing. Or if there's just some way that I'm thinking about it wrong, that once I start thinking about it in a different way, it'll make sense. Am I missing a mechanic, or am I missing a piece of logic? We keep seeing these gears move. Are these gears connected to the one at the top of the hydraulic? I don't know. And is there... Is this whole thing rotating at all ever? Like this black sludgy part, does this part move? Because maybe this thing moves 180 degrees, and so it looks like it's pointing the same direction, because it's just a slot. You can't tell if it's moved 180 degrees, but maybe this black sludge section moves. That would tell me that something's happening, and then we can experiment with that. Okay, we got another theory. Let's test it out and hope and pray desperately that this is going to be something that helps us. It's 199 degrees. And you're doing it with me. That does deserve a treat. Omaha. Come up here. Nope, it's up here. I've never dropped a treat for him on the desk. He's confused. Oh, there he came. Changed it. Is the sludge in a different spot? Is the sludge? It's not in a different spot. I feel like this isn't rotating at all. And I don't know how to make it rotate. I don't even know if I need to make it rotate. I don't know what I need to do if rotating this is not it. I haven't noticed this little thing change at all. On the other door, it looks like it's filled with blue liquid, and this one is empty. And I haven't noticed it fill up or not fill up based on any of the actions I've done. Let me know if you'd like a hint. I'm gonna wander around just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna ask for a hint, because I don't want to waste your time. I know it's not as fun to watch a stream when you just struggle for a little too long, you know? But I do want one more chance. So... I'm glad I didn't take the hint. Okay. So is this just literally turning it on? Is that all that I needed? Okay, so... This must be the power and it's going to the door. Is that what's going on? Oh, look, this thing is green. There you go, okay. Oh, animations happening. What's going on? We just did a 360 for fun. Oh. Oh, the thing is rotating. That wasn't an animation. That's just, it's finally rotating. Okay. And now this is on. And you're right about it not being a battery. It was just like an indicator light that's accessible or not, I guess. So I was wrong about the battery part, but oh, I'm so happy that's finally working. We just needed to give it a little push, I guess. And so so the thing up here that was broken, that Savager broke, that was probably the on button. We just needed to lift, the hydraulic. We needed to close this door so the water would go through the right direction. And then we were supposed to click that button. We couldn't click the button, so instead we had to manually come out here and press that. Just kickstart it ourselves. Okay. Okay, we're in business. Let's see what's in here. Where are we going? The view's off center now. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why that happened. Sorry, guys. That was really weird. Thanks for letting me know. I would have just gone on for hours without knowing, so thank you. Okay, this room looks fun. Love the little power lines that are all like perfectly symmetrical. They're loops, that's really satisfying. And what this button's gonna do. Oh, are we gonna get another message? Okay.
20 years, Atris. 20 long years alone. They tied me to a post.
Ooh.
They burned their Myst linking books in front of me. They took everything I had. My wife. My 2 baby girls. And then, when I finally made it back to Narayan and I saw... It would have been better if I had died.
Okay. So he really, really goes for his acting. He's all in. Like uncomfortably so, but I think that's the point. I do feel like his character could have just talked to Atris and told him what happened instead of doing all of this, but at this point he's crazy, so I guess it makes sense that he would do all of this instead of just talking. Because I think Atris is a good guy. He would have listened. He would have said, "My sons are terrible. I'm so sorry. Let me do everything that I can to fix you. Or to fix your homeworld. I know I can't make up everything, but I'll try my best." Right? Right? Okay. Where is this leading? Is that like a little pool of chemicals in there? And how does this relate to the door we're trying to... Oh. Oh, okay, so I think we need to complete some electrical circuits, actually. Is there one over here, too? maybe? Like, oh. Okay. So how... Well, where am I trying to get power to and from here? There's ones all over. Oh. There's ribbon numbers. We love ribbon numbers. That's the number 4, if I remember correctly. Well, he was stuck for a long time. He kind of lost it a bit due to that. Beforehand, he just chose not to talk to Atris for some reason. Okay. I mean, I get it. When you're stuck and alone and go crazy, like... not gonna make the most rational decisions, obviously. So it looks like some of these are broken. Maybe that's why power isn't getting all the way through. Like, this one looks... better, I don't know. And this is the number... Was this... This was the number 5, I think. Are there 5 points around here? That's number 1. This is where we came from, right? So let's see. The power seems brightest in the middle here, if that's what's going on. I mean, there is a path all the way here and down to the bottom, if that's what we're trying to do. I don't notice any of these little links changing color when we move. I thought that maybe this was like a power grid, like a power circuit, and once it connected to electricity would light up. But they don't seem to be doing that. So for now, my goal is simply just to connect the top all the way down to the bottom. In at least some sort of roundabout way. Or maybe I should make it less roundabout. Let's do that. That feels less roundabout. Can we get nicer looking ones over here? Maybe, maybe not. Oh. And are these going to affect the other ones around the circle? Like if I change one here, if I change the bottom one, is it going to change the bottom one on the other side? I think so. See, now there's a straight line from top to bottom here at spot 1. At spot 2, if I change the bottom line, and then I go back to spot 1, the bottom's going to be ruined. So right now the bottom has 3 different spots where it can connect from top to bottom. These 3 spots can all be here in the very left, on the very right side, and still work, I guess. But if we weren't doing a straight line down here and we were doing a straight line down on the other side, straight-ish at least, we would have to put it here or here. Okay. Let's keep looking around. I don't know for sure if that's what we're trying to do or not, but here's a nice straight line right here. This connects from top to bottom. This kind of connects from top to bottom in a roundabout way. That's number 4. Number 3 also connects from top to bottom in a roundabout way. This one does not connect to top to bottom at all, from top to bottom at all. This one might be the difficult one. Okay. So no matter how far we turn the bottom side, it doesn't look like it's gonna work. We have to turn the middle one in order to make number 3 or 2 work. I think that's 2 actually. So now that one works. Here's 1. 1 works in a roundabout way. This one does not work at all. 5 does not work. 4 does not work. 3 does work. Okay. So, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get all 5 spots to have a path from the very top to the very bottom. I don't care how roundabout it is, but there needs to be no disconnects. And if nothing happens then I don't know what we're doing, but I think that's what we're trying to do here in this puzzle. So yeah, 3 is working. 2 is working. Oh. 2 is working. 1 is working. 5 is not working, and it's a disconnect on the bottom. And if we moved it over 1, it can't work. 5 is not working on the bottom. 4 is not working. Also on the bottom. But it can work if we move the bottom over 2. Putting it back where we found it. 5 and 4 disconnected on the bottom and work just moving the bottom, not having to move anything else. Here's this one that's working. 2 is working. 1 is working. So, is there a point? How much room do we have on each of these ones that are already working? Because 5 needed to move 1, 4 needed to move 2 over. Okay. So, moving the bottom 2 to the left makes this one work. Does it make the other ones work? Or are they broken now? Let's look at 3. 3 is still working. And this one is not working. If we moved it just 1 over, it would work. This one's not working. Moving it 1 over doesn't work. Go back where it was. This one does work. Because that's the one that we moved, right? Or was it 4? 4 is the one that we moved twice to move. Work. Okay, we're back where we started. If I moved 1 the other way, this one does work. 4 does work. Does 3 still work? 3 still works. 4 and 3. 4 and 3. 2 still works. 1 still works. 5 doesn't work. Gosh, dang it. There's one over. Then 5 does work. But I bet the other ones don't. 4 does work. 3 does work. 2 does work. It looks like they're working. 2 works. 1 works. Was 5 the one we started with just now? So supposedly they all work. But I'm not noticing anything change. Sound-wise or otherwise. That's what I was supposed to do. I feel like something would have happened. Something noticeable. I mean, let's go back and look at the little monitor that we had. The electrical monitor. See if that's changed at all. This hasn't changed at all. Oh, it does look like this little icon is the elevator that we want. That looks like the swirl around it. This must be the door that the blimp comes through. And I'm betting this is the door that we had at the very beginning of this age that we're trying to open. So we've already got this door open. This is the power source. That's a little trippy. This whole thing's vibrating. Okay. So we are reaching that time of the night. It is almost bedtime. But I do want to take one more quick look at this puzzle so we can sleep on it and maybe have more ideas for the next stream. Because if we're not just trying to make these connect, what else are we trying to do? And if we are trying to make them connect, how good of shape do these pieces need to be? Because this shape right here looks pretty rough. It doesn't look like it's really working very well. But there's a lot of in-between ones that, like, would this one work? If it's like partially still gold, partially black, like what counts as something that's gonna work and what counts as something that's not gonna work? Because I feel like there's a gray area, and there shouldn't be a gray area. I bet if I knew what I was doing, then I wouldn't have any gray areas. I bet it would be yes or no. And so, that's my current question. But yeah, thanks for following along, guys. I'm gonna find someone fun to raid. We'll see if anybody's doing Riven still. What have I learned from this so far? Well, I've learned that Atris did make a lot of mistakes that were really, really bad. And I've learned how to turn on some hydroelectric power. We turned on a dam and made it start. We learned how to fill up a blimp with steam. And we keep learning that each one of these puzzles has one thing that's broken by Saavedro, and that one thing can sometimes help us figure out a workaround to fix the puzzle, or to finish the puzzle without that one thing that he broke, because there's always a workaround for all of them. But yeah. Your view is buffering a lot for some reason. Your internet was bad. I'm sorry to hear that. I can check my internet and make sure that it's still working. I think, yeah, I'm on Ethernet. I'm not on Wi-Fi, so I don't think it's that. I used to have Google Fiber, and now I don't have Google Fiber, so I'm a little disappointed about that. But yeah. Anyways, let me know if it keeps being bad, because it might be something on my end, and I can fix that. But anyways, there are a few people playing Riven, so let's go ahead and pick Carbs. This guy's name is Carbs, so looks kind of fun. And yeah, anyways, thanks again for watching. Have a great week, and we'll see you guys again on Wednesday. I'm excited to hopefully solve this wacky puzzle with the gold pieces that might be working and might not. Have a good night, everyone. Oh, did I save? Good point. Let me save. Yep, July 21st. Alrighty, bye guys. Let's start this raid.